Oh my god, that dog. Does he sell paper? Does he sell newspapers?
He's talking about
Hi everyone. Hi. Can everyone hear? Yay. Hello and welcome to the Newsies Q&A. I'm not sure if everyone's done one before or if this is people's first Q&A, but basically the way it's going to work is we've got our lovely front of house staff here with a microphone, and you guys will put up your hands and we'll pick as many of you as we can. We've got about half an hour, and then you ask a question to everyone on the stage or just specific people, whatever you want. But first we will go along the line and we will say our names and who we play in the show. So I'm Ryan and I play Davey.
I'm Spencer and I play Romeo.
I'm Jacob and I play Albert.
I'm Bradley and I play Elmer.
I'm Arcangelo, you can call me Archie, and I play Ike.
I'm Kai and I'm Swain.
I'm Matt, I play Crutchy.
I'm Lucy and I'm a swing. I'm Ronka and I play Catherine.
I'm Sam and I play Specs.
I'm Michael and I play Jack. I'm Owen and I play Oscar Delancey.
I'm Ross and I play Splasher.
Thank you. We did actually miss one. We've got Charlie as well, the dog. And Charlie covers everyone. So if we'd just like to get started, if you have got a question, put up your hand. Yeah, let's start with the gentleman there in the red shirt. Oh, it's like an auction.
Okay, this is Ryan. My name's Davey. I watched your character build over a few months. I've been lucky enough to see the show several times. How much free license do you have to build your character?
Good question. Quite a lot of license, to be honest. Right, good one to start. No, we do. We have a lot of license to play with the characters, and I think at the start of this process, it really was just the whole show was a bit of a blank canvas. In every aspect, the dances, the characters. We obviously had kind of a rough idea of what we wanted to do, but I personally, for me, feel like the character has just developed and developed as time goes on. And for me, I think he's just gotten weirder and weirder as time goes on. All kind of his quirks and everything have started to come out much more than they were in December. So hopefully he will just continue to get even stranger. Yeah. Thanks for the question. Anyone else? Let's go up to the person in the Newsies cap.
Hi, I would like to know, is there any chance we're going to get a London cast recording?
Honestly, we have no idea. That's the truth of it. We don't know. Obviously, we would all love one. You all would love one too. No, we don't know. Sorry, that's the answer. Sorry.
But who knows? The girl in the white there, just. She said projection.
Hi, so I travelled over this morning from Ireland with all my dance students from our dance school. Is there any tips or tricks or just motivation that you would give any young dancers who are starting their dance journey or are competitive or are just us nerds, that you would say that helped you growing up or like getting into the industry and just becoming as skilled dancers as you are today?
Let's go to Spencer.
Firstly, thank you so much for coming over from Ireland. Tips and tricks. I'm very new here, so I think it's just about being so authentic to yourselves and really having a lot of self-belief and knowing that because if you don't think you can do it, no one else, like, if you don't think you can do it, then no one else can really give you that motivation. You know, you really have to believe in yourself as like individuals, and you know, really try and latch onto your teachers, your training, and like really try and soak up every single thing they say. Like when I was at college, I tried to be like just a huge sponge. I tried to soak up every single piece of information that I was given in every single class and utilize every single thing that I was told, so then that you can put that into practice when you get onto a professional job or things like that. And then from there on in, it's sort of learning on the job, yeah? But yeah, thank you so much for coming from Ireland.
Anyone else? Yep, Archie?
Hi there. Yeah, another tip I can say, just do it with your soul. Like, if you don't do it for passion, just don't do it. I think this is my mentality. Just do it for passion, and because you love it. That's what I can say.
Well, good, thank you. Anyone else? Yeah, we'll go the girl on the aisle there, just with the what t-shirt is that?
Hi, sorry. This is my friend B. She couldn't be here. If she saw Bronte had a dog, she'd be dead on the floor. So, pretty good thing. So her question for you all was, what's all of your favourite dance moves in the show?
Ooh. I'm going to give myself time to think.
I mean, it's got to be the box jumps.
Archie's head spins and sees the day.
So mine is the classic demonstrate.
David, you can do my favourite one as well. It's the da 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 da. Yeah, it's really one. Alright, I like that one. It's my favourite.
Mine is the turns that Kai and Josh do in season 11.
That's what I was going to say. Probably forming the wedge. Forming the wedge in the roll call moment in season 8.
I would probably say the lovely double pirouette that everyone gives into that gorgeous arabesque line. Classic. I really like the trio in carrying the banner. It's like the one in the box room. So I don't know if everyone remembers. But yeah, that one.
I'd say probably the bit where we come into a triangle in carrying the banner and we go, you want to move the next day.
For me, it's I don't do this, so it's great I get to watch it every night. It's the Seize the Day dance break when Mark literally like breaks his back into
I don't really have a favourite, but just the whole of King of New York. It's just my favourite thing in the show. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's also in King of New York when Matt Trevorrow does his little bit on the table. It's unreal. And Michael, back to you.
Well, I think I'll do this move. It's like, I think it's really cool.
Thank you. Yes, next. Over there. Yes, let's go over here. Over here. Sorry, I'm so sorry I'm making you run.
Sorry, I'm all the way over here because I have to leave in like 2 minutes. But you come through the audience a lot, and a lot of things get thrown into the audience. And I was wondering, have you ever hit anyone? Any of you? By accident.
Jack Bromwich isn't here, but someone can tell the story for him.
So basically, this is the story. Basically, Romeo, Ike, and Tommy Boy are basically on the front. I was doing my turns, jump, everything, and then I just see Jack Bromwich kicking this ball made of paper, and just see a little kid exactly where you are, and just on the face. And me and him just went, God. Yeah, that was probably the funniest moment.
There's also a moment in Carrying the Banner when I'm down the front and Matt Duckett likes to get his swing shot out. Don't you know? How many times have you hit someone in the audience?
I think it'd be rude to count. How do you receive the note before this evening's performance? To maybe just adjust it down slightly. Just aim down a touch, because I don't know if someone wrote his or what.
Yeah, next question. Let's go. Pressure over there.
Hi. My question's for Ross, and I have to be the one to ask it. What's your box jump count at the moment?
Ask me the question, and I will.
Oh, we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. Yeah, over. Let's go over. Let's go there. The girl in the second row there. Yes, perfect. Yeah, Jack.
What is, during a performance, what is the biggest malfunction that you've had, and how did you play it off?
Bronte, do you or what?
Oh, no, it is. So there's a gate up here. It's attached to this side actually. So this turns around to the gate, and we come through it. I come through it with Les, and but Ryan goes through it before me. And this one time I got to the gate and it was locked, and I could not get it open for anything. And it's just a little latch, so it was really embarrassing because I was over the top like this. Grace thinking they're all looking at me and I can't get it open. And the reason it wouldn't open is because I think it was like, I don't know, it was a bit of oiling. But Ryan had gone through the hole already, so he just left it thinking, you know.
So can I just say, yeah, Michael and I are on stage at this point, and I go, and that is what you call a beginning. So just chill out. Do we have a problem? Go. All right. Oh, it was terrible. But there have been many. Anyone else think of one? There have been a lot, to be fair. No, there's been none, I mean. Ross, do you have your box?
1,817.
Yeah, next question. Yeah, let's go to the person in the third row in the Newsies over there.
Hello. Well, first of all, I understand that one of you is from the Isle of Wight. Fellow Isle of Wighter.
Hey, who is it? Spencer!
Yeah, this is my third visit. I completely forgot what I was going to say. I love you all. You're all amazing.
Oh, we'll come back to you if you want to
I
remember.
do have a few gifts for a few of you, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, I met you for the show. Yeah, I'll hand them out. So much. Okay, I mean, wow. Just want to show the audience. Look at that. Oh, he's not here. I'm so sorry. I promise it will go to him. Yeah, next question. Let's go. Yeah, you in the front row.
Good question. But if you could put any of your characters into another musical, what would you put? What would you put in? Why?
That's great. I'm gonna put Davy in Mean Girls, just because I fit in at all. And I don't know who he'd be friends with, but I love it.
Matilda.
Probably Bonnie and Clyde, because it's a bit like rough and tough. I'm drawing back again. I'm putting Jack in Wicked. Just because he's like, him and Fiona might fight.
I'm putting Specs in. I think he'd be like one of the kids in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. One of the annoying kids.
I'd probably put Catherine in something like suffragette related. What was that musical called? Probably Sylvia. Something like that.
I'm going to put Ritz in Young Frankenstein, because that's got putting on the Ritz in, hasn't it? Yeah. There you go, Ritz hat.
I put Crutchy in Moulin Rouge. It's Bohemian Dreams, like, the best.
Well, at the moment I'm on as Mersh, so I'd probably put him into like Annie. Maybe, do you know what I mean, I see it.
I'd say something rotten, because it's quite...
I'd love to put Elmer in West Side Story.
I think Albert would probably go into something like Rocky.
I think Romeo's probably. I'd probably say Grease, something like that. It's like Mick and Nicky vibe.
Can we just say also before we go on, your costumes are unreal. That costume is unbelievable. All of them are, but amazing. Well done, you guys. Okay, another question. Let's go in the middle now. Yeah, let's go. Let's go you in the second row.
I was just wondering how, you get your jump so high.
Oh, that is not a question for me.
I think a lot of it comes from the energy, for me personally, the energy I get from the audience. Because the stage is not sprung, it's just wood. So that you don't really get much from that. But I think a lot of it is I've just been jumping for a long time. So I think you've got to, strong legs. A lot of it is actually genetics. I didn't realise this, but apparently the longer your Achilles are, the higher you can jump. If you have short Achilles, the jump is not as high.
We've got about 15-20 minutes left, so we will try to get through as many as we can. Yeah, you right in the centre there. Me? Yep. Oh. Yeah, you.
Okay, two quick.
It's her birthday, by the way. It's her birthday.
So two quick little things. Ross, the last time we went to see the show back in February, we were over in Flushing and we were sat next to your mom. I just thought you'd like to know that. And so the question is, what are each of your little hidden gems throughout the performance? Something that you do in the performance that audience members might particularly not see?
That's a great question. We'll start this side. No, we won't start this side. Oh, Jake has one.
I don't know if anyone actually does notice this unless you are literally sat right over there. In Meadows Theatre in Act 1, Albert pickpockets
I saw that today!
He pickpockets one of the theatre audience, and usually there's nothing in his pocket, but sometimes Sean will leave me a little present. Which is quite nice.
Anyone else have one? Anything specific? Matt?
There are a few little sort of Easter eggs scattered in the show, but one of my favourites is during Sun Up to Sundown, after I've given out papers to Front Row Manhattan across here, I crash out over by our sound desk, sleep there for a bit. But when Snyder chases Jack and Davey off, the police whistle wakes me up, I notice Snyder, and I just like this little moment I don't even know if Ross knows I'm there, he probably has no idea. But I like the idea of Crutchy registering the danger of Snyder's presence before we see him win at the end of Act 1. I like establishing that relationship, so that's one of my favourites.
Thank you very much. Anyone else? Yeah, let's go in the centre of this row with the girl with the lovely jacket.
I was just wondering how long your fight call is, and if you have to call every single one of your stunts.
Michael Justice.
It totally depends on the day. Some days, obviously, on amazing swings, we're jumping in to cover people, so we've got to just take things a bit slow, or redo things that we might not always go over every day. We always do the big fight. Nothing won't go wrong until it goes wrong. Is that what you said? What did you say? It's okay till it's not okay. That's all. I listen so intently. He says it every day. We always do the big fight. We always do all the stunts with the child actors. And the flying as well. We're flying. But yeah, most of the day really. It's always a different day every day, isn't it?
Thank you. Next question. Let's go to the end of that row just because the mic should be close there. Yeah, either one of you. Oh, she can speak loud. I'll take this one. My favourite Lady Gaga song. Right, this is so difficult. Oh, Monster is great. Did you see that in the chromatic ball? Oh my god. No, my favourite, actually, I know it isn't her most popular, but it genuinely is my favourite song of all time, because I think it's the best pop song of all time. It's Bad Romance.
Poker Face.
Rain on Me.
Yeah. I love her so much. Another thing I like, Babby Love. Yeah. That's classic. Favorite one.
I would say Flaws for me.
It's because I'm going to get it wrong. I know you love so much. The one from the film.
Sharp.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one. Telephone?
Yeah.
So I just learned Rain on Me is by Lady Gaga. I'm going to pass this on. Replay.
I don't really listen to Lady Gaga, but I'd say Backstage Romance. It's quite.
No, it's just different. We did a piece called Backstage Romance. I'm pretty sure that's what it was called. So, I'd also probably say Telephone as well.
Definitely Bad Romance. I think I have to go with Applause as well. Yeah.
Thank you for that question. Yeah, let's go to the guy back there on the end. Hi Ross, it's Snyder in the back, everybody.
Sorry. Hi, this is more a question for, I don't know your real names, so Jack and Catherine. Obviously your roles have been like played by so many other people before. How did you approach it to like try and make it individual and your own?
I think from the start we were very determined that it was a very different version of Jack and Catherine, for lots of different reasons. We had a lot of time actually. The first whole week of rehearsals was basically like research based, wasn't it? We had a lot of time. We had a lot of time together to sort of sit down and really unpick like who we thought they were. And also like try to ignore anything that had come before. Once you get a part, you should really not listen to the cast recording anymore, watch the pro shot, you know, avoid at all costs. But obviously we knew it so well because we've been a part of the show and different things like that. But yeah, we did a lot of talking, didn't we? We talk a lot, and I think the main thing for us is that we like to keep it fresh. I hate that phrase, but phrase. But I think that's the main thing for us is that we're always sort of like chatting and what's great is that we always feel comfortable trying new things. That's so nice about it. That's what I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think, it's so true that often there's someone that's done the role before you, and it's such a cliche, but you can't do anything better than someone else does it, in the sense that they are them, and they will always be the best version that they are of themselves. So you can never be someone else. So there's no point trying, because you'll just fall short, and then you just set yourself up to fail. So the best thing you can do is just to be completely, like utterly yourself from the get-go. And that actually, even though it sounds like a cliche, it's actually really hard. Because, you have to work at being able to walk into a space and just be like, I'm not going to apologize to myself, I'm not going to try and be what someone else wants me to be, I'm just going to do what I think is follow my own impulses. I also like to try, I hadn't seen the Disney Pro show, I hadn't watched it all through rehearsals, I was like, I don't want to know. And I also just try to think, especially with this thing on, with musicals, just think of it as you're offering your voice into the discussion of Jack, as opposed to trying to do a definitive version of the character. Just I'm offering what I know or feel about this character, and that's what helps me.
We've got about 10 minutes left, so as I say, we will try to get through them as quick as we can. Yeah, let's go to second row, third row. Do you remember your question?
Who's your favourite character and why? And you're not allowed to choose yourself.
My favourite character is Catherine, because I just think she's sick, and to be like a woman in that time and be so headstrong, I just love her. And I'm obsessed with Bronte, so.
I think my favourite character is Finch. not just for the character, but also for the person, for Damon, just as a person, he's great. And I think he's made the character into something really special. Yeah.
I really like left my brain. Race. I really love Race. I think he's like really like as a Newsie, and I think he like encapsulates like all of them, from like all of the like younger ones right up to the like older and mature ones as well.
I really like Davey, actually. I think an unsung hero at the beginning. He formulates so much of it. Everyone's just bouncing off his information, and by the second act, honestly, he's the one that's telling everyone to keep striking. You know. So yeah, I like Davey.
I would have to say probably Catherine as well, for me. She's a female boss. Yeah.
I really like the women in the show, so particularly the Brooklyn Newsies and what they've done with them, all their names. I think it's so nice. It's so special. I remember the day when sort of everyone was choosing them. Really exciting. But particularly Imi's character, Stray. An artist did a sort of an impression of her description of her character, and I just thought it was so wonderful. Yeah, really special.
My favourite character is probably Specs. Really cute.
My favourite character is probably Pulitzer, who isn't. Yeah, I just love. Well, I love the choices Cameron made when he was with us. I love watching the different choices that Forbes has found in the character. I think there's a lot to sort of mine out of this man. Yeah, I love him. He's great.
I would say my favourite spot, because I think that the way that Lily as well plays the character is just like the baddest, like strong-headed woman, like it's what we needed. Do you know what I mean?
I'd say Finch, because it's so mysterious. It's like, yeah, isn't it? It's like really different than the other Newsie. It's like, you can't really tell if he is actually part of the family. It's interesting, isn't it?
I'd actually also say Finch, just because of how snappy he is, and how just how he's always trying to come up with a solution, a way to bring the storyline forward. I just love Damien as well. I think he's great.
For me, it's probably Pulitzer. When we were in rehearsals, like we did the whole, as we were talking about earlier, we researched the characters a lot, and obviously we delved into the real person of Joseph Pulitzer. So there's quite a big backstory there, but I'm also just a sucker for a baddie.
Mine's probably Davey. I love the contrast between the beginning of the show when all of the Newsies are sort of they form this, they're this group, and then Davey and Les come on the scene, and then actually by the end, Davey's one of the strongest characters within the group. So I think he creates such a journey for his character, and you can really watch that character, see the character's journey throughout the whole show, and Ryan's absolutely gorgeous as well.
Right, yeah, last few questions, I think. Yeah, let's go to the girl in the Bowery beauty costume, and then we'll go over there.
Hi. Sorry. So this doesn't have to be just for this show, but what's the fastest quick change you've ever done, really?
Ooh, I was in Mormon, and we do the pink waistcoat. Oh God, I'm just giving away. Oh my God. But that was probably the fastest quick change that we did. We put the pink waistcoats on.
I mean, my track has about 5 quick changes in this show that Matt did. I go from Bill, from the theatre guest into Oscar Delancey in a verse or two. I go from policeman into Oscar Delancey right at the end of the show as fast as humanly possible. And yeah, there's quite a few in this show. I have a lot of costumes.
When I did Blind Witch Wardrobe, we were on tour. I played Morgan, and actually I had 17 costume changes in that show. 17. How crazy is that? Yeah, it's a lot of costumes, a lot of animals I was playing. And I had to go off stage as a Cruel, which is one of the White Witches, hench people. And I had to come on as Morgan, as the wolf. And I had 2 bars to do it in. and I underdressed the wolf, and I had these crutches that I was using to so I could walk on all fours, and I had to get everything off, get the Morgan trousers on, which had straps, boots on, a mask, and strap myself into the crutches in 2 bars every single show, and that was amazing.
Over the summer I was at the RSC, I was doing Richard III, and was lucky enough to understudy Richard, and there was a point where I had to get out of full armour and a leg brace into just like a night shirt in about 15 lines of text, which was a test, and a testament to my dresses.
Right, we've only got time for one more question. Does anyone have a question that's for everyone? Yes? Okay, a lot of people. Go, the girl in the black, right in the middle there. Where, yeah, you. That's what helps, doesn't it? Yes, yeah. There we go. Make it a good one.
Hi, just a good one now. Do you guys have any like pre-show rituals or like things that you do before every show that are like strange or just like anything to like get rid of your nerves and get you like hyped up?
Good last question. Yeah, I'll start. This is really bizarre, but Bronte can vouch for this. I do this. I watch every single day Barbara Streisand do "I'm the Greatest Star" from Funny Girl because she was given to me as a reference for that kind of fast-talking New Yorker, and it really does help. I don't even watch it; I just have it on in the background, and it is really, really genuinely helpful.
It's not really a pre-show ritual, but I have to start getting ready at the half, just because my internal voice starts screaming at me if I don't. So yeah, I just have to start getting ready at the half.
I have to start getting ready at beginners. No, we've started. So I obviously joined the cast last week, and me, Archie, and Kai, and Brad were in the same dressing room, and we started doing like a little chanting. You know the Wolf of Wall Street chant they do at the dinner table? We started doing something like similar to that.
It's a bit intense. I listened to Fred Hampton's "I'm a Revolutionary" speech and Malcolm X's speech about economics before I started the show. Yeah, genuinely. So intense today.
Mine's less intense. I'll probably listen to Girls Aloud or Spice Girls. No, but our dressing room, like, we're quite chill, but I like it when we put some music on because that gets us pumped up. But that's about it. I don't really have any special rituals.
It takes me 15 minutes to get into my outfit, so because of the corset and everything. But I have a cup of tea and then I go and see Ryan in his dressing room every day.
Because there's a massive gap for the girls in the middle, we sometimes like to play sardines around the backstage. So like, you know what sardines is, like hide and seek. So sometimes we do that just to get ourselves riled, which is quite fun.
I don't really have an every night sort of ritual or routine. I kind of embrace different every night, and I bring what I have to the show that evening. But I want to shout out something that Alex Hatton used to do before every show. He used to pull up a picture on his phone. He'd pull up a picture of his girlfriend and have to press the photo. Then he'd put up a picture of his grandfather and have to press the photo. And then he'd be ready to start. And I think that's really sweet. That grounds himself.
I don't really know if this is like a ritual on my behalf, but my mum always messages me before every single show, like a cherry on behalf, like a different little quote, like before every different show. So I don't even know if that's a ritual, but it makes me happy, so.
Is a ritual we used to do when Jack, George, and Ross were in the changing room. At the 5, so when you hear, ladies and gentlemen, 5 minutes, everyone needs to jump on the chair. And then one day I hit my head. Yeah. But at the moment I bought a little hoop, so I like to shoot before the show.
I tend to just do lunges around the side just before prologue. All the way. Yeah. And Ross sort of picked up on it and noticed that I was doing it every night, so yeah.
For me, I'm a sucker for like a really useless fact or a riddle or something like that. So each show, I think of a riddle or a brain teaser or something, and I go to the sort of where we get our microphones checked, and I give it to the sound department for them to and throughout the show.
I don't have one because I am scared that I'm going to forget it and then something bad will happen in the show. So I haven't put myself in that position.
That's all we have time for, guys. Thank you so much. We'll do a quick selfie, so everyone gathers round, and we'll do a quick picture. And stand on a chair. Everybody in? 3, 2, 1. And let's see Newsies. 3, 2, 1. Newsies! Right, thank you guys so much.